Welcome everyone to another episode of Starmade. Heck yeah! If you remember, in the previous episode we have completely hollowed out the planet down here for some kind of docking base for several ships that we're gonna install, and also turrets and all that good stuff. In today's episode I want to continue on that a little bit. First of all, I want the outsides to look a little bit nicer. I want to fix all the holes and also get rid of everything that really isn't necessary. Maybe have some struts going up with some kind of colored hull. I don't know yet. But this is going to be the first topic of today's episode. And after that we shall look what else we can do. Well, so as it stands at the moment, our planet of course isn't perfectly round, but we are using symmetry mode for both what are the XY plane and the XC plane. So we get, in the end, or should be getting at least in the end, a perfectly round shape, hopefully. At least that's what I'm trying to do right here. So what we are gonna do here is actually quite an extensive process, which is fixing all of the holes that we currently have, also all of the differently colored blocks. I want this to be all rock, and also we're gonna make a bunch of struts leading upwards within the whole structure. So that should be looking nicely, actually, hopefully. But that's gonna be a project, I think, for a little time lapse that we shall take on right now. Oh guys, look at that. This planet is gonna look freaking awesome. What we have to do now is basically cut everything off from this point. What a lot of people suggested in previous episodes is to flatten out the planet a little bit, and this is what we shall do today. So there's gonna be a lot of terraforming probably today, so the next few episodes we have some really nice terrain to work with. Oh geez, now in order for this to work, I think we have to dig out a lot of stuff. I mean a lot of stuff. So for instance, I want to get rid of at least 2 layers of those guys, or actually 3, and after that I want another layer of sand, and that is gonna extend maybe 10 blocks or so, and then we are gonna go one layer down, which essentially means I have to get rid of things like those guys. I have to get rid of those hills completely, and I also have to be careful not to take apart any of my already existing structures doing so, because we are in symmetry mode with the X and C axis, I believe that is, or X and Y. I don't get it. I don't get the coordinate system of this game. But nevertheless, I need to dig down 2 layers so that we can attach a sand layer right here that is gonna extend, as I said, about 10-15 blocks, I don't know yet, and we shall see how that is turning out. You know, guys, whenever I do projects like this in Starmade, I think about how I would achieve that in Minecraft, and the only way I think you could do that within a lifetime is to cheat with MC Edit, not even in creative mode. I mean, it's possible in creative mode, but I mean, how many million blocks we have already altered within the time that I've been working here. And I mean, it has been a few hours or so, but that's fine. It's still, we're making really good progress. I'm really proud on how the planet starts to look like. And I think we slowly give it a nice touch. It's gonna be great to live on here, I suppose. Anyways, as you can see, I'm probably halfway done with what I want to achieve. After that, we're gonna make a layer of sand together and maybe a nice little border on that. I already have an idea on the width and how I want to achieve a nice symmetrical pattern, so we shall see how that turns out. But first of all, I have to make sure that everything is cleared out all around the planet. Okay, maybe it was a little bit much for one episode to set as a goal, but progress is going on. I think we're almost all the way through. I only have to get rid of this very large and annoying hill around the pyramid, and I really need to be careful. I believe I already started to remove stuff that I don't really want to have removed, but nevertheless, I've been on it for quite a few hours already, and we are not very far into the episode, so as soon as we are done here, we shall take it a little bit more relaxed, and we are going to talk about a few things while I'm doing my chores here and cleaning all up, making this planet super freaking hilarious and awesome. Well, so what can I say? The Trashomid took some unavoidable, unexpected, spontaneous damage while I was removing the hill, but I think we are now done and can go ahead to the next step. So what I observed, for some reason, sometimes stuff is missing in the walls, and I'm not sure as to why that is. It might be because it is not perfectly symmetrical, so every time I correct something, I do something wrong on the other side. So that might be something we have to fix all around the planet without symmetry mode. So everything that kind of is messed up right now, as you can see, I believe that is because it's not perfectly symmetrical, and we might have to do something about that. Otherwise, I'm just going around in circles, literally and figuratively. But anyways, let's get remove of the rest of the stuff, and what we shall do is now place our 39,000 sands that we collected. I started with 1,000 sand, so we got quite a bunch of it now. You see that? That's all a mistake. So let me actually go to the side I believe is the most fixed one, and I think that's just over here. And look at this, we will have to get rid of all of this too. And sometimes that's a little bit wonky. I don't think we will be able to switch. Oh man, this remove rectangle is sometimes not doing what I want it to do. But what? What happened? What happened here? Oh jeez. Oh jeez, have I ever been on this side? Oh jeez. That's not good. Oh no. How could this happen? So I think we definitely have to do this without symmetry mode, at least some of it. At least some of it. So let's start around here placing down our sand, and we will see how that's gonna turn out. So let's switch into add mode and see what we can do. Yeah, I think we simply have to place it against those guys, and we will get a nice symmetrical pattern going on, at least following this path. You can see, and maybe we can divide it up using some black hole. That would be nice, actually. So let's continue our way just like that. There we go, guys. I think I've done it. We have our ring completed all the way around. The only question is now if I really want to go down one layer or rather up. And also whether or not I want to put in one layer of ice crystals or something like that. I'm not sure if 2000 will be enough. I think I have some more in my shop actually, but I'm not certain about it. But look at this. Symmetry mode is doing something odd to me. Maybe that's also because I'm placing blocks and the planet is not all the way loaded in. I'm not really sure, but that's definitely something I will have to fix without symmetry mode, unfortunately. But it's not too bad. Most of the stuff is placed correctly. Most of it. Here everything is missing. What the heck? But anyways, we have our beautiful ring. Some of my turrets got lost as well, and they prevented me from placing blocks on the other side. But you can see my problem here. But apart from that, it seemed to have worked pretty nicely. And here we go. I think I have everything fixed now that needs fixing. For the other stuff that I haven't fixed yet, I need to get out of build mode and take care of those ships first. But I thought we could try out to make a layer like this. And now before I do that, we should turn back our symmetry mode. So let's get back down here into my hollowed out planet. That looks freaking awesome. And we're gonna set another symmetry axis right here and another one right there. Cool. And now we should be able to do it. So let's start over here. Why not? It doesn't really matter where we start. And we can fill this up. I think this will actually look really nice when you look from the top on the planet. That might look just the way I want it to. So let's fill this all the way up and I will show you the results. Ah, it's beautiful. Guys, it's great. It's great. It's just turning out the way I wanted to, I believe. And this is just the first stage. So eventually this planet is gonna be a real cyborg planet. Just the way we wanted to for our future space adventure or whatever the heck this is. So I am actually really happy with this episode. So unfortunately I couldn't pack in too much more footage, otherwise it would have become a little bit boring or so. There was a lot of work involved in this episode, but it's definitely something that we can use for the future episodes. So instead of our usual turret ring over there, we now have a proper ring that we can use. I will have to do some more cleaning up. So I think I'm gonna go down and not up, so eventually we're gonna be on the level of our factory, which is a good thing, and maybe towards the middle of the planet we're gonna go down even more into some kind of a vortex in the middle. Whatever, I have no idea. There are so many possibilities. Definitely also leave your suggestions as usual down below. I will always look at the comments and take a lot of suggestions into consideration for future projects. So just as with the hollowing out of this planet that just has now taken 2 episodes, and that was just one suggestion from one viewer, so you can definitely do something in order to get the series into the direction that you want to. Well, it's time to wrap up this episode. As usual, it turned out shorter than I anticipated and it took me longer than I anticipated. But also as usual, it was a ton of fun and now I'm really happy with the outcome. I see a future for this planet and I see some damage that I will still have to repair. But nonetheless, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. I'm really enjoying reading all all of your comments and suggestions and your feedback. I'm always listening, and that's what YouTube is all about, isn't it? It's about the interaction with the viewers and with your subscribers, so that we have some more fun together. I don't feel that I'm just talking to a camera, I'm really talking to an audience, and I want to feel that. So looking forward to all of your feedback and suggestions as usual. Have a great time, and hopefully see you the next time. Bye bye.